Okay, you ready? Okay, everyone close your eyes. Appease me for a minute. Close your eyes because I don't want you to see the title of the song. So just for a minute, close.
Well, Felice, you can play it without sharing it.
I can?
Yeah, you can just play it. It'll come through. I never share it when I play it.
Okay, I don't know how that works, but I'll try.
Just play it. It'll come through the speaker the same way your voice does.
I tried it yesterday with my phone. It didn't work. I tried with video with YouTube and we had to click on the video.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have that capability now. So if you want to do it through YouTube, that's fine too.
Okay, everyone close your eyes because I have to enlarge it. Okay. This is for you, Norman.
Okay, thank you. I figured it was something like that.
How did you know?
Welcome back.
I was trying to guess what it might be. I had a feeling that might be it.
Shame on you. Can everyone hear it okay?
Yes.
Well, the names have all changed since you hung around. But those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back.
Welcome
I
back.
figured it was either this or the Cheers scene with Norm when he came into the bar.
Yeah. Hey, Norm. I thought about that one too.
And I smile when I think how it must have been. And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
我要去，我到小办公室。我不要了。
And I know what a scene you were learning in. Was there something that made you come back again? And what could ever lead you? What could ever lead you? Back here where we need you. Back here where we need you. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Got him on the
Bless
spot.
somebody.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. Welcome back. Welcome back. 'Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Yeah, we tease him a lot. 'Cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back, Norman.
Thank you very much, Felice. Really nice surprise.
Hey, Norm, since you wanted that one.
No, it goes Norm.
Oh, Norm, that's right. I haven't
That's
seen
from
you in
another
so
show.
long. I haven't seen it in so long.
I love that show.
So I want to, if you guys don't know Victor, by the way, he is sitting in our group today. He is one of our new teacher assistants that we just added recently. So you'll notice him in some of our classes and some of our interest groups. So he looks a little camera shy today, but he is there. So
Hi everyone.
Hi,
Victor.
Good to see you all. Good to see you, Norman. Bye.
Thank you. So he can help with any issues you might be having. I think Joanna is just going to be with us briefly. So and then are we on YouTube? Are we on streaming, Joanna? Okay, great. So what I want to know first of all is how do we do the last couple of days? How did we do with Felice? You guys have a good time?
Yeah.
Well, we were here Monday. We had technical difficulties on Monday.
Really? What happened?
I don't know. They just sent something out and said technical difficulties. So
Oh, I'm sorry. What about yesterday?
I thought it was fine. Everyone was helpful. I really enjoyed it. It kind of started off kind of like, ew. And I wanted to do some music, because you do it. But I didn't know how to. I thought you just had your phone or something.
No,
But it didn't.
I just
Yeah.
play it in the background. I don't normally share it. I just play it and it comes through.
Oh, mine didn't come through. I even held my phone up to the thing. I'm like, okay, I can't figure out what's going on. But it worked out fine as far as I can tell. I guess you have to ask everyone else, but I think it worked out fine under the
Okay.
circumstance. I think everything was great. I had a nice time.
Well, I really appreciate you keeping it going while I was out.
Thank you for the
So it was a bit of
opportunity.
a shock coming back to the cooler temperatures after getting used to the 80s. I see why people in Florida, when they come back to a regular climate, they just can't take it. I see it already. Just a
Yeah,
couple of days.
tell us about your weekend.
Well,
We want to
let's see.
hear.
Well, I went to 2 Passover Seder's. I don't know if those of you who have been to Seder's know what that's about, but that was the big deal. I mean, it takes days to prepare for a Passover Seder because I mean, I didn't do most of the preparation. My girlfriend did, but I mean, she had to cook all these different things, and she had to rearrange her space because she had people coming, and she had to move the tables and chairs. It's a pretty big deal. So I think she'll need to recover for a while from it. But it was nice to get together with everyone. We had a nice time. Everybody. It was also the first time that I've been in any kind of a social setting with multiple people for a really long time.
That's right. That's
And
right.
so fortunately, everybody in our group was vaccinated. There was only a couple of young people in the first night who weren't vaccinated, so they kind of stayed off on their own. So, it's kind of tricky. We didn't want to tell them not to come, but it was just, we didn't want to endanger them. So it was just kind of a difficult thing to manage. But overall, I mean, it was nice to kind of forget about COVID for at least one night anyway, and be able to be with people and have conversation and be together. So anyway, that was it. And we had a nice walk by a place called Deerfield Beach. Those of you that are Floridians, have you been to Deerfield Beach?
They have a wonderful beach, and they usually have very, very nice bands there. And it's just a wonderful little spot to hang out at.
Yeah, I thought it was very pretty.
It is very pretty. It's very, very nice. Yes.
So we walked along there, and before you know it, it's time to go home. So I will say the plane travel, this was the first time I was on a plane, obviously, since January 2020. Going there was pretty easy. The flight wasn't too crowded. Going back, the flight was packed. So
Wow.
I thought.
Were you nervous?
Well, I mean, I felt fine, but I thought it was a little odd, though. And again, I guess there's no problem, but they still stop in the middle of the flight to give you a snack and a drink. And obviously you can't wear a mask and have a drink and a snack. So they make it such a big deal about keeping on your mask, but then they give you a snack and a drink in the middle so that you have to take off your mask. So
Wow.
I don't know. I wasn't quite sure how that's supposed to work. I mean, not that it would be a hardship to be on a flight for 3 hours and not have a drink or a snack. I mean, this is not like going to Hong Kong or something. I mean, it's a relatively short flight. So I don't know. I mean, it was fine. I had the drink and I had the snack, but then I put the mask back on. But I thought that was, with all the emphasis on the wear the mask, I thought that was kind of odd how they just included that in the middle like that.
It's weird. We're all looking at you as if we're living vicariously through you because we all been closed up for so long, and we're like, what's it like on the real world? What is it like in the real world? What's going on? We don't know.
I was just about to ask him, okay, so how do you feel, since you've had a chance to get out and meet with, some grown people and just
be amongst the
people. People, yes. How do you feel in here?
Well, I've always enjoyed.
Excited?
I've always enjoyed traveling. I mean, this is a place I've been to multiple times before, but I will tell you that after not seeing her for 13 months, I mean, it is quite a change. You sort of get used to it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you can relate to this. You sort of get used to being on your own when you're on your own for, an extended period of time. I mean, even though we've been talking on the phone, it's not quite the same as being with someone. I mean, now I just have my own schedule. I do what I want to do. I eat when I want to eat. I don't, have to ask anybody else what they want. So you have to kind of get back into that state of mind again. So that does take a little bit of an adjustment. But
were you excited? Were you excited?
Yeah, it was definitely nice.
When you touched down, were you really like nervous and excited and anticipating seeing her and just wondering, I hope I don't squeeze her to death in the airport.
Well,
Okay, Rose getting deep today.
I wasn't worried about that, but I mean, it was nice. It was
Beating around the
definitely-
bush.
it was
Girl, when you
definitely
haven't
nice.
seen your girlfriend and boyfriend in 13 months, you hope you don't choke them, hugging them so hard and so tight. Oh, she was happy. I know she was happy to see him.
No, I'm turning red and blushing.
Because see, hit that nerve, right?
Well, she was definitely, ever since I told her I was getting this apartment for us to share, she's been very happy. So I think it was nice though to, I always think it's nice to be together with someone, especially on holidays. So for that part of it was really nice because I've been spending a lot of holidays, as we all have, spending holidays by ourselves. And it's kind of nice to be with other people.
Yeah. That's nice. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We're glad you're back.
Thank you. Yeah, I looked a little bit at email from GetSetUp, but I didn't respond to anything. I just wanted to see what was going on. So I figured I would take care of stuff when I got
That's
there.
like leaving your baby
Yeah.
with the babysitter, Felice. You were the babysitter. He just wants to make sure that the kids are okay.
Right.
Exactly.
The baby's still alive, right?
He's checking behind your back, girl. Okay.
I didn't throw the baby out with the wash. I didn't throw
Look
the
at just
baby out
making
with the
sure that
wash.
you fed everybody. They're in bed on time. They've done their homework. Girl, he was watching you. You can't keep kids like that.
Yes. And
That's
Rose
a good-
was the
that's
only
a
one misbehaving. She had 4 tacos and a Slurpee yesterday. But she didn't get a tummy ache.
Because I didn't eat all 4 of them at the same time.
So, the one thing about where my girlfriend lives that I may have mentioned to you before, she lives in one of these senior communities, which is kind of what you find in Florida. That's what you have. There's a lot of older people that live there. And I personally don't like the idea of living in an area where you only see people your own age. I think it's really important to be in a multi-generational environment because it's just, that's what life is. You don't want to have younger people by themselves and older people by themselves. It's just not a good way to live. So and I've told my girlfriend how I feel, but she actually bought that place because it was a good deal. I mean, she got a pretty good price on it when she bought it. And I told her that down the road, maybe we would get something different in Florida, and she would want to do that too. I think she just has to figure out a way that we can do it financially. But personally, I don't think even though I obviously spend a lot of my time with older people, I still think it's nice to be among, I think the reason why a lot of younger people don't understand older people is because they don't spend enough time with them.
Yeah.
Those people who have older people in their household, people who are lucky enough to live with grandparents, have a better perspective of what it's like to be older. But if you just hang out with young people, you have no idea. And then, then you start getting stereotypes and assumptions about what other older people are like. And I think that's why people have to live together, different types of people, different ages of people. So Florida doesn't obviously embrace that concept, but
Florida does. It does.
It does? Where?
Yes. I lived in Fort Lauderdale 20 years. Fort Lauderdale is just a whole different thing from Delray Beach. It depends on where you are. Like where I am now, it's like what you're talking about, an older community, because basically everybody here just about basically are just retirees, but like in South Florida, like in Tampa, in Orlando, you have those communities where you have the young and the old living together, living, amongst each other and able to interact with each other on a daily basis. Even if you're just going like to your neighborhood store and you're interacting with the younger people that may be working there. I mean, it just depends on where you are. Where your girlfriend is probably like where I am, because it's over here, it's like cocoon. Yeah.
I'm glad my mic was on. I saw the movie and I loved it, but my visuals went like out there.
That's what it's like over here. I tell you, it's called Purple Heart City. Does that tell you anything?
Are you serious? A lot of veterans?
Cape Coral is called Purple Heart City.
I didn't know that. Okay.
I didn't either, honey. Had I known, I probably would never have passed by. But you see, God dropped this spot right here on us.
Yes. Yes.
So I wasn't supposed to know that. You know,
Mhm.
so, you know, because you make assumptions,
Yeah.
things you think you know, but I was shocked to get over here and find so many so dull. It's laid back. I mean, everybody got a boat, everybody's got a pool. And
Mhm.
why everyone needs to have a boat or a pool because
Mhm.
the water is crowded, like the park is crowded with the kids. You know,
Mhm.
when they have like concerts and stuff like that. Well, on the holidays, because 4th of July is going to be coming up, Memorial, all the holidays, the water is crowded with boats. I mean, it's like a boat show, kinda. People are
Yeah.
people are on the boats, you know. But yeah, I understand what you're talking about. Definitely, Norm. I feel just like you feel. You young people, so that we can interact. They keep us young, and we watch them grow into the people they're going to become.
I think it's also, I feel more like a younger person because I don't like a lot of the things that older people like. I mean, I see these people riding around in golf carts and they're like playing golf and like, what kind of exercise are you going to get riding around in a golf cart and tapping over a ball? I mean, is that really going to like, is that going to do like what we do with Stacy in the morning, or we do yoga and we do the movement? I mean, is that really going to help you other than get you some fresh air, which is good? But it really doesn't get you, it's not like a different mindset. I mean, the people the people here and, that learn with us with GetSetUp, they want to be active. They want to learn new stuff. They want to be with people. It's a whole different lifestyle. I mean, again, I can't generalize because everybody's different, but I think in these communities, people are just kind of hanging around. And even when I've gone to the pool, which of course I couldn't go to because the pool was closed to guests. But the times that I've gone to the pool, when I go there, do I see people in the pool? Yes. But what are they doing? They're standing around. They're not moving. They're not swimming. They're just standing around. They're saying hello to each other. I want to move. I want to swim. I don't want to just stand around the pool. So anyway, that's just my reflections on Florida.
Listen, check out a city called Sun City Center. That's the name of the city in Florida, Sun City Center. Okay. When we were looking for a home, we went there too, because we went to like 10 different cities around Florida looking for the right spot. Okay. Sun City Center. My husband and I, we just couldn't wait back to the interstate. Every single home that we went to, every neighborhood, how people have 2-car garages. They've got a car and
the golf cart
in the garage, man. I was like, and look, and you go to Publix and you pull up in your parking space and you're probably going to park right next to a golf cart. Right, they're getting the route we have to take to get back to 75. We're at the red light behind a golf cart. Red light. I'm like, you're right, Norm. That golf cart thing is nothing but trouble. Look at that city, Sun City Center.
But why do you need a golf cart at your home? Can't you get it when you go to the golf course?
Hello. Why do you need a golf cart at your home? They don't drive their cars anywhere. They do it around here. They don't drive their cars. They will get in the golf cart and go to Walgreens and pick up their.
Oh, really?
Yes, they'll go to Circle K. They'll go to Publix because they don't need to, they're not grocery shopping. They're just going to pick up a couple of things. They'll get in the golf cart and go there. Yes, it's crazy.
So when you go to the stores and you go to the parking lot, you see golf carts, you don't see cars?
Yes, people will look because where I live, there's a park right up the street. And older people that's got golf carts, they will jump in their golf cart and go right up to the park and just park it on their tree or wherever they're going to park it at, because they don't want it to be out in the elements, in the heat, in the hot sun, so that when they get ready to come back, it's too hot to sit on. Oh yeah, yes, they drive it. They drive it around like it's got a tag on the back of it. Okay? I'm like over it. I'm over it. So I feel you with that. We need young people. We need us. We need all of us. We need all of us.
Yes, we're young in heart. Yes.
Yes. And some of us are even spicy.
Ooh, that's Carolyn. That's on Carolyn. That's Carolyn next.
You heard it. You
Carolyn
heard
is
that
dropping
little-
like
you
it's
heard
hot.
that little-
Well, yeah, but do you have a problem with that? I don't have a
No,
problem
I
with
like it. I like it. That's what I'm saying. Go, girl.
Does it sound problematic?
Not as long as I can get up.
Okay, that's all that matters.
All right, so let's take the focus off of me for a little while. Let's see what's going on with our group today. Now, I'm going to start with Carolyn, but I want to just start off by saying that Carolyn and I are having a conversation later today on Jewels of Our Community, and it's on a topic that I'm pretty interested in, and that's why I invited her to speak about it. So I'm going to show you it on the schedule later today, but it's 5 o'clock Eastern time. So please come to that if you can, because I'm sure it's going to be an interesting conversation. Carolyn,
there.
other
You're
than
gonna be
looking for
there.
these beautiful backgrounds that you always provide for us, what's new with you since I saw you last?
Well, yesterday I went on a tour with Donna.
Oh, where did she go this time?
She went to the Vatican.
Wow.
So I'm going to have something from that in the Easter theme. It's overcast today. I've been up and got groceries delivered. Put the trash out, and just so glad to see all of you. My exercise class was a repeat of yesterday, so I left. And I'm just looking forward to being with Norman by myself, not with you all.
Oh, don't tell the girlfriend. Mhm.
Is he selfish?
All right. Did I mention that some of us are spicy? Did I mention that?
She want him all to herself.
All to herself.
Norman, can you mute me?
I can certainly, yes, I can.
Okay.
And good morning, Peter. Nice to see you. We're going to get to you in a little bit. Let me
Yes,
just move on to some of the people with us.
Yes, I'm
You
sorry.
have to
it was
mute
in that
Carolyn,
place.
Norman.
Oh,
She's on the phone.
yeah,
Okay.
there you go.
Thank you.
Okay, Jackie, good morning to you. I don't think I've seen you lately. How are
My
you?
first time, no, you have
Oh, how nice to see you. Well, let's start off with where are you in the country?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, somewhere other than Florida. That's good.
Yes. What else you want to know? This is my first time, so you got to kind of fill me in on what I do, don't do, whatever.
Okay, well, we're very glad to have you with us. This is a little different than our usual things that we have during the day. We have mostly classes and interest groups, but this is purely social. We just get together to chat and
Okay.
to get the day started in a positive way.
Okay, well, I can do that pretty good.
Okay, well,
I'm a good talker. Once I get to know you, I talk.
okay, well, that's fine. So just listen for now, and we'll hopefully you'll share more with us later.
I will. Something that I know about. What you're talking about now is new to me. I've not traveled before, so I'm not used to that. Something that I know about. I'll talk.
Okay, all right. Well then, so Rose, does this mean you don't have a golf cart?
What? I wish I would have a golf cart. I don't even know how to play golf. I don't even understand the game, okay? All I know is it takes a long time. There are 18 holes, and the 19th hole is where I want to be. That's all I know about the golf, okay?
Okay, well, Rose, the other interesting thing I find about the communities in Florida is that I've always liked to live near water, but a lot of these communities, they don't have water, so they build in these little ponds, so you look out on water. It's not obviously an ocean or anything, but what's interesting about it is that what I would like is that if you're going to build a pond and you have a nice fountain, you should have a walkway to walk around it so you can see the water and maybe even swim in the water, but you can't swim in a pond and there's no way to walk on it. And you can't walk on it anyway because all these golfers they're like shooting their balls up and they're worried about you getting hit by a ball. So you got all this nice greenery and this nice pond, but you can't get near it because it's reserved for the golfers.
No, we don't want you in the ponds because in the ponds are alligators, baby. We love you, Norm.
Oh,
We love you. So
that could be a problem. Yes.
ponds. Okay,
Yeah.
and if it's And if I notice you referred to it as a pond. Normally they're little lakes because they actually put fish in them. Because people love to fish. I don't know why, they just love fishing like crazy around in Florida. And people will fish out of a teacup in Florida, okay? I'm just saying. That's how it is in Florida. Okay. So you just stay out of those ponds, because did you see the man that went and got his dog that the alligator snatched? You guys saw that? Did you see?
Yes.
He just stomped in that pond, snatched up that gator, pried open his mouth, and took his dog back. Did you see that, Norm?
I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Look for it on YouTube. Look for it on YouTube. You're gonna be, and look, he had a cigar he was smoking a cigar at the time.
He still went at
In
it.
his backyard. He was in his backyard. He was walking, and the dog was walking with him, and he's smoking his cigar, and they're just walking. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, comes out of the pond the alligator, snatched his dog, went back in the pond. That man put that cigar in his mouth, bit down on it in the corner of it, stomped in the pond like he was a jolly green giant, snatched that gator up, pried his mouth open, and took his dog back. Now,
Incredible.
run and tell that. I'm glad I'm not his neighbor.
Thank you.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting that, people want to be around water, so they just
Yes,
put in
they
all
want to
these
look
little-
at it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Don't
it
stay,
is-
so
it is
stay out
nice.
of them when you
It's a
come
nice
here,
idea.
okay? Stay out of it when you come. Just go to the pool.
I can't go to the pool because they won't allow guests.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to stop being a guest.
Well,
That's what I was
Lisa already told me that
saying.
she's gonna put me on the list so I can swim, but it takes them a month to process it. So by the time they do it, it'll be next winter before I get into her pool, but that's okay because I'll be here.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed your trip down. I'm
Yeah,
glad.
it was fine. It was-
Oh, Carolyn's back. There she is.
I'm sorry, I'm getting a new security door. I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's all right.
No problem.
Okay, Rose, well, it's always nice to see you in the morning. Let's move on to Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen, how are you doing today? What's going on?
I'm good. I just wanted to go back to your thing about the pool, though. I have a friend who lives on the Chicago Riverwalk, and she invited me to the East Bank Club during the summer before the pandemic to go in the pool up there. And we were sitting at a table near the pool, and I said, how could anybody go in the pool? All these young adults were standing, like you said, in the water every inch. There was no room for swimming. They were just using it to stand and to meet people, I guess, and chit chat. And I said, this is the strangest thing I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't know where people go to swim or where the young people swim. It's very strange, but I just finished this book that I highly recommend, A Most Beautiful Thing by Arshay Cooper, about it's a true story of America's first all-Black high school rowing team that was in Chicago. And it's absolutely, hands down, the most inspirational, exciting, and uplifting book you could read at any time, but especially right now. And it's going to be a documentary narrated by Common. So
Really?
that's my pitch for the day. And Rosie has me digging out all my activities that I've done over the years. So I've been digging out my juggling scarves, my
Oh,
juggling
that's right.
gloves,
Yes.
and, my drawing and sketching. My son sent me a picture of a ostrich with teeth. That was some Photoshop thing he found on the neighborhood, on the computer, because I said I wanted to try and draw birds. And so he says, draw this, because I haven't seen him in a while. So there's my.
Oh, good. That's a good job.
Mary Ellen, my girlfriend is an artist and she gets a lot of joy from doing drawing. She mostly likes to draw birds and animals. She's very good.
Wow.
She spends hours and hours doing it. I mean, she gets into it. It's one of these flow experiences where you just forget about everything else.
Well, and I didn't think that I was very good at it. And then I joined Zentangle and got
Oh.
certified as a Zentangle instructor. And so this is their latest project with Zentangle.
That's
Um,
nice.
I went out to Providence, Rhode Island and got certified to teach it if I can ever figure out the technology to do a lesson. But anyway,
Well, you know,
It's-
Mary Ellen, how'd you like to teach that for us?
if I can figure out what I'm doing,
Okay, I'm gonna talk to you later because
I want to start slow.
Yeah, Norm, I have,
You
I'm
know,
sorry.
an experimental couple people first.
But speaking of someone else, because Paul, I think it's Paul, yesterday, he knows bridge and he learned bridge. And I was going to ask him today if he showed up about that because he said he learned it, he loves it. And that would be interesting to see a class on bridge because I know I want to learn how to play. So what do you think about that?
we just have to find somebody who can teach it.
Oh, Paul wouldn't be able to teach it if he's interested?
Okay.
Oh, you acting like, okay, I don't think he wants to teach it.
That sound like a husband, okay. That sound like a husband's okay.
Yeah.
All right, Norm.
Okay.
He came down to Florida and got domesticated. Oh my God. Husband's okay. He said, okay.
Okay. Uh-huh.
We love you, Norm.
All right, let's move on to Christina. Christina, what's the word from Houston today? How are you doing?
Oh, today the temperature is almost 80 degrees, so it's a beautiful day for the spring. And I also like the draw yesterday, and I have a second shot. So, and we booked a ticket to go to the Seattle to see my daughter and my grandson. And my daughter, and she just pregnant, and few months ago we never see the grandson. So, and everything's ready, and we were, you know, and go to the trip to the Seattle.
Great. When are you going?
May 19th.
Wonderful. So by then you'll be more than 2 weeks out from your second shot, and you'll be good to go.
Oh, well, I had a second shot already.
Great.
So
Great.
yeah, so but my daughter and they, because according to the local of the Seattle, and they probably have to wait until the May, so we still cannot hug them. And we booked the Airbnb, so and we only see our grandson and in close by neighborhood. And since weekend, I drove for lion, tiger, and car. So I give to my grandson for the present. And drawing it's very amusing, and it kept me and for busy for a whole weekend. So I'm looking forward to and see Caroline and what and she can offer for the drawing class.
Okay.
That's good.
That sounds good. Let's go to Teresa. Teresa, how are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing fine. I'm sorry I'm not showing myself this week because I still have my cleaning head rag on and my cleaning clothes on because I am determined to COVID this house. This week, I am cleaning and redecorating like crazy.
Oh my God.
All the sickness out and all the fresh air and the fresh new beginning come in. That's
Good
what I'm
for
doing.
you.
You know, I've heard of spring cleaning, but you're really taking it to the ultimate here.
Yeah.
I'm taking it to the ultimate. I'm changing these things. You know how you've been looking at the same thing for a year with the COVID and cleaning it and making sure everything. I'm throwing all that stuff out. I'm bringing in new. I went shopping yesterday at Home Goods and Walmart and where else did I go? I just went to the shopping center that hit all the stores. Oh yeah, Kirkland's. I just hit the stores.
Oh my goodness.
All
All right, and remind us where you are in the country, Teresa.
Alexandria, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, you're personally
beautiful there,
boosting the economy over there in Virginia, buying out all the stores.
Well, I'm
Yes.
not the only one. I said, look, I'm using some of my retirement money to freshen up my environment. That's right.
Good for you. Good for
I don't
you.
want to keep just touching it just for my co-pays and things I have to pay for my medical bills. I want to use some of it to, burst out and be refreshed.
Exactly. Yes. Thumbs up to you.
I'm
To give you
refreshing
a,
That sounds like a
everything.
good approach to take.
Right.
yes.
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right, well, we'll be looking forward to maybe when you're done, you can put the camera on and show us what you've done. I'm curious to see. It's gonna look like a palace when you're done.
I hope it's gonna be my palace though. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay, that's good. And let's move up to Canada and see what's up with Peter. Peter, how are you doing? Take yourself off mute, Peter. You're on mute, Peter. Peter, you got to unmute.
There we go.
There we are. Okay. So
How
what's
many?
going on?
Good morning, kids.
Good morning.
Morning.
Isn't it nice when someone calls you a kid? That's just wonderful.
Yes.
And good seeing you again, because didn't he teach something? Didn't he teach?
I think I can say that because probably I'm the most senior of the whole bunch here.
Yes.
I have really enjoying the laughter and the joy of the group that's in there now. How many are in there, Norm?
We only have 9 with us today, so we're a relatively smaller group today.
Oh, we got to jack that up.
You got to be here all the time, Peter.
That's right.
We love having
We have
you.
busy lives, Peter.
Okay.
We have busy lives, Peter.
That's good. I just want to make sure that everybody is very alert and doing exercises. I find that the more exercises I do, the better memory I have. And if I can share that with everybody, it is very important that when you start brushing your teeth and you use hair gel instead of toothpaste, then you have a problem.
Yeah.
And that happens. Or when you start to go to the washroom and you go to the laundry room.
Oh my goodness.
So you have to be aware of where you're at and at the present moment. So
that's true.
The more exercises you can do, tuning muscles. I don't want to be, a duck in the mud.
We love it.
We
love you. We love you. You always give excellent, wonderful advice on how to grow older gracefully. So come with it.
Know how to grow young.
You'll grow young, yeah.
Okay.
I like that. I like that.
Peter. All right, Peter.
Yeah, I like
Good,
that.
Peter. Got to give you a thumbs up, Peter.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's not
I
talk
didn't say
about
how to
getting
grow
old.
younger.
Old is only numbers.
That's
Well, I
true.
said older, not old. I said older.
Get a yesterday calendar and start tearing the back pages out.
I don't even have a calendar.
So that you're getting younger.
That's true. I like that. I like that. Age is just a number. Yep. That's what I believe too.
But when you think of recall, what can you recall from today? Who was the last president before we have Biden?
Oh, let's not talk about that, Peter.
Let's just recall.
Is that a can of WA?
That's part of cleaning out the old, Peter. That's part of cleaning out the old. We moving on from that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What can you remember that happened yesterday?
God got me through to this morning.
Everything.
Yes.
Everything.
Grateful for you.
I can remember everything about yesterday.
I can't.
The more we do that, the better we are.
Yes, that is so true.
Exactly.
That is so true.
So let's try to do. How many are exercising daily?
Starting.
I would say Carol better have her hands up, and Christine. I've seen them in class.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm
Norman,
sitting on
they
my
joined
hands.
have they joined the GetSetUp exercise classes?
Yes, and
Stacy
yoga,
occasionally.
qigong,
Oh, good.
You know,
exercise.
Peter, I think I have a new job for you. You know how a lot of people get these personal trainers when they join health clubs, someone who can motivate them and tell them, keep them going and everything. I think you'd be good in that role. You could just work with all these young people who are kind of lazy and, you know, need a little push to keep moving. You can help stimulate them. You know, that could really make a difference for a lot of people.
Way to
I
go,
got
Rose.
some whips.
Way to go, Rose.
There she goes, that dominatrix.
Whips are not necessary because we know what the whips are for. They're not for exercising, Missy.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's the one. That's that spicy one again, right?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
always
that-
say it's the quiet ones, don't they? They always say it's the quiet ones.
I bet she got some furry handcuffs too.
They're not fairy.
Lift up your arm. Let's see your muscles.
My little finger.
Can you do this? Show the big muscle.
Yeah.
Oh, look at Peter. Go ahead now, Peter. Go ahead and take off the shirt. Go ahead and show us. Go ahead.
Oh, you're gonna take your shirt off?
Go ahead, take off the shirt because you look
I
like
got-
you
This
had
is a
something.
G-rated show, Rose.
I have too many buttons. on my shirt.
You can just rip it.
Everything off, just the blue shirt. I know he has a t-shirt on under it. I know he does. He's old school, man. You know how we all are. We wear stockings
Let me get
still.
my glass. Woo!
At her dollar, she's waiting.
Well, this is my eyeglass cleaner.
My glass, you don't want nothing in the way of her glasses.
I don't have anything.
Well,
Oh,
you have
Peter,
to
are
get-
you married?
Yeah, he had his wife on the other day.
Oh,
I didn't
no,
see
I'm
her.
not. I'm looking for little chicks.
Ooh.
Look here, this is not a barnyard, no chicks.
I have a young 96-year-old wife.
Oh, you guys
Wow,
are so
that's beautiful.
awesome.
That is
How long have you guys
beautiful.
been married?
That's all right.
Pardon me?
How long have you guys been married?
101.
101.
Oh, see, that's a husband answer. That means
All right.
5 years, okay? That's a husband, but it feels like 101. Boy, you and Norm, y'all gotta have lunch.
You know, you're gonna get yourself in trouble here. You know, these things are recorded. You know, your wife could end up hearing this at some point. So be careful what you say.
No, I've been truly married for 25 years. My second marriage, my first wife has passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And we're having a joyful reunion. And I would recommend highly that people enjoy if you have a partner.
Exactly.
Treasure that immensely because you have to have friends or allies or partners in order to be happy every day. And if you can support each other, all the better.
Mm.
So how many have partners?
Nice.
I'm a widow.
You're a widow? How many are widows? No
No,
answer?
I'm not a widow.
I'm a widow.
Rose, you're a
I
widow.
guess I am too.
Yes.
That's why you have so much energy there.
Oh, no, I had it. Well, I didn't kill my husband now, okay? Because I was gonna say that before he passed, but that's not what killed him, okay? I'm telling you. But my husband was just a most wonderful person. And he once told me that he never began to live life until he got with me, because he probably never
Oh,
was crazy until he got with me, you know.
Well, being with a happy person like you, Rose, there's no wonder that you could live a good life.
I
And I
agree.
do. Thank
Yeah,
you so much. And I
that's
do.
true.
That's
I really
nice.
do.
That's so nice.
Through everything.
I'm gonna move on for a moment just to show you what's happening on our schedule, because I haven't even looked at it myself. So we'll both look at it together and see what's going on, see if there's anything new since I was here last week. So let's start at 11. And
Oh, like yoga.
I'm going to mention the ones that have a lot of space in them, because you're going to have, generally speaking, you'll have a better experience in the classes that have less people, because you'll get more attention. So
true.
There's a new class on staying safe on the iPhone and the iPad, which I don't think I've seen often before with Deb. That's right after this class. That's worth checking out. Then we have the one on Amazon Photos. I always mention this one because a lot of people have Amazon Prime, but they don't realize that they also have unlimited photo storage as part of Amazon Prime. So that's a good thing to be aware of if you like to take pictures like I do. If you have a Windows 10 computer and you just want to get a brush up on some things, you can take Windows 10 Basics with Bob at 12, all Eastern time. And let's look at this. We have a new class on TikTok, which I thought would be of no interest to older people, and yet it's only got 11 seats left. So apparently a lot of people are interested. TikTok is mostly, from what I understand, used by younger people.
Yeah.
Maybe we're going to change that.
Okay.
Anyway, 12:30.
Famous people.
Norm, we all qualify.
I think so.
Yeah, you should see the singers on TikTok doing the dance Jerusalem. It's very funny. That's right. Yes, older people are on there.
Okay, I don't spend much time on there, so that's a new platform for me.
Yeah.
But Peter, here's one for you. Exercise, why it's important and tips for getting started. You can probably teach this one. Wendy's doing this session. This is a new session. I haven't seen this one before. 1 o'clock. So that's so good follow up on what Peter's been telling us for several weeks now.
Keep stressing that, Norman, because exercise is key to health.
Well, I think a lot of people hear it, but not everybody is able to do it, because I think the problem, Peter, is that unless people see an immediate benefit, they don't realize that if you exercise on an everyday basis, you're getting your health long term, but you're not, and you're not feeling anything right away. It takes some time for you. I don't know. I think there's a lot of reasons why people don't do it, but hopefully if you're around people that do, you'll be inspired. Anyway, here's some other things going on today. If you're using the default web browser that comes with your device, like if you have an iPhone, you probably use Safari. And if you have an Apple, you probably use Safari. If you have a Windows device, you probably use Microsoft Edge. There's a lot of browsers that are available, and Bob is going to go through them. So that's a good, and there's a lot of other options. There's Firefox, there's Opera, there's Microsoft Edge, there's Chrome. There's a lot of ones to choose from. So try that out. If you're not familiar with the law of attraction, Gayla leads this session at 2 o'clock. There is some room in that. She does that every other week. So that's at 2. If you want to learn to make soups from scratch, that class has been pretty popular. Deb started that recently. If you want some encouragement on writing, Carol does a session on that at 3. As you see, pretty much a little bit of everything on our schedule. Financial fitness with Philip at 3:30. Skincare also at 3:30 with Pilar. A lot of interesting stuff. We again have Bernadette speaking about healthy boundaries at 4:30. Bernadette's always very good and has a very nice tone in how she presents. Architecture with Frank Lloyd Wright at 5 o'clock. But at 5 o'clock, I really would recommend you come to my session and hear what Carolyn has to say. That's going to be something you won't forget. I can guarantee it. Here's something new. I don't know, have no idea what this is about. I think this is one of our Australian classes.
Yes, Hips Don't Lie. Yeah, I took that.
You did? How was it?
Yes, Sunday. It was great. I was telling everyone about it yesterday. I exercise Monday through Friday, and I was kind of sore. I took the class with her. It was awesome. I'm going to take it every time she's offered when I can. Every time it's offered. It's a great class.
Peter, I think we might be in better shape than you think, because every time we add an exercise class, people seem to sign up. So either they're already doing it or they're interested in doing it, which is great. I mean, here's another one at the same time. Chair yoga with Glenda, and you may think you don't get exercise by sitting in a chair.
One this morning.
But I'm sorry?
I did a chair yoga, not yoga, but exercise, put the strength on this morning class. at 8 o'clock this morning with somebody.
Stacy's class.
Yeah, well,
At 8
that's,
o'clock.
Yeah, especially because she was out sick today and somebody filled in for her. Yeah, I did that.
But
yeah,
chair
so-
yoga is good as well with Glenda.
yeah,
Glenda's
so there's
great
a
too.
lot of ways you can get movement into your life. It doesn't have to be very strenuous. You can start small, wherever you're at, you can start. And by the way, here's something else new. Well, here's something interesting at 7. Again, from Australia, boredom busters. Now, I don't think any of you guys are bored from having talked to you over the several weeks, but in case you ever do feel that way, apparently Sue has some boredom busters. So check that one out. We're always adding new stuff. Now look at this one. Cardio yoga with Christina.
That's new.
I have never seen that one before. I tell you,
We're gonna
every
check
time
that one out.
I've been to most
For
of the
real.
classes, we have new ones. It's really quite incredible. Many different things for you to try. And if you're up late tonight and you want something really different, you can take a class on Australian wildlife, believe it or not.
I'll learn to ride a kangaroo.
I guess. Really, really something. And I also don't want to neglect to mention Glenda's wonderful meditation group that meets every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. I keep hearing how wonderful it is from people who've done it for many, many weeks. So there's so much to choose from. It's sort of like going to a buffet at a wedding and you have too much food and you don't know, well, what should I eat? So here you just you try one thing, you don't like it, go off, try something else. You know, it's always good to have more choices than fewer. In fact, I always tell people who say that they have too much to do in retirement, I say, you are so lucky that you have too much to do, because a lot of people retire and they claim they have nothing to do. So if you have the treasure of having a lot of interest and a lot of different options that you enjoy, what a wonderful thing that is to be able to have.
So true, Norman, so true.
I have a question about the scheduling. I saw 2 classes that I am interested in that are available today. One starts at 3:30, the other one starts at 4 o'clock, and they're both 60-minute classes. So how would I be able, I know I'd have to leave one to go to the other one, and I really wouldn't want to leave one to go to the other one because I would be coming in on the other one, half hour into the class. So to get like the end of it would be a lost cause. Is it possible when you have a scheduling conflict like that to get like some information from the one that you didn't go to, even though you enrolled in it?
Unfortunately, they only send out the recording to people who actually have been in the class. But
Okay.
most of our classes, assuming they get people, which most of the classes do, they are repeated. So it's very rare that you'll see a class that's only offered once and you won't be able to go in again. So
Yeah, the thing is to remember it though, remember what it was. We have so many wonderful choices on GetSetUp, You have
Yeah,
to,
they're adding more too. Yeah.
you have to keep scrolling through it, and then you'll come across something else and you forgot what you were looking
well, you know what, Rose, what I would suggest is go ahead and register for it anyway, even if you're not sure you can attend. Because eventually you're going to be able to see in your profile what classes you've attended or what classes you've signed up for. I don't think it's there now, but I know it's coming. So you'll be able to go down there and see, well, I took this, I registered for this class, I wasn't able to actually take it, or I did take this class, I want to take it again. So, or if you have to leave in the middle, don't worry. I mean, nobody cares if you leave in the middle. I mean,
You don't have to rub it in like that. That's a husband remark, man. So you
what's that to do with anything? I'm just
You're gonna get tapped, Jack.
Hey, Rose.
I'm down here in Florida with your girlfriend, man. She and I are gonna chat.
Okay, well, you can do that. That's okay.
Hey, Rose.
Yes.
Keeping a notebook, and I keep a notebook or a calendar page where I write down the classes that I want to take that day. And then I keep track of it that way. And I put stars by the ones that are my favorite.
Okay, thanks, BB. That's a cool one. The women, we resolve everything. We like you guys. We like you guys being there because you make us feel good, but we resolve everything. Thank you, BB.
Okay, well, glad you ladies have everything under control. So with that, Felice, what is our felicitation for today?
Oh, okay. I'm all caught up in everything. I just forgot all about that, didn't I? Okay, let me go pull one. I'll say this one because we were talking about age a lot. So here's one from, excuse me if I pronounce her name wrong, Marie von Ebner Eckenbach. It says, in youth, we learn, in age, we understand. So that's what my little thoughts of wisdom today. So in youth, we learn, but in age, we understand.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so that's one of the many benefits of being older is that we get to understand, and I actually have said this before that things that used to bother me when I was younger don't bother me anymore. So I think that's one of the gifts we get as we go along.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you agree with that, Peter?
We gain wisdom as we age.
Yeah.
Is that right?
There you go.
That's right.
So
let's all be happy.
Yes.
So
Don't worry, be happy.
So your goal is to keep your mind active, keep your body active, and get to the same place that Peter is at when you're in your 90s.
Yes, sir.
All right now.
Okay.
All
So
that's
have
a blessing.
Good day, everyone. I will see you
Have a
again
good day.
later today.
Bye, everyone.
Yes, at 5 o'clock, 5 o'clock.
Be there or be square.
We'll see. Oh no.
All right now. I like that, Norman. I like that. I like
Hey.
that.
Okay, be there, be square.
Be
See
square.
you. Bye.
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 Thanks for coming, Peter.